Miss Cassidy and Mr. My Plate here. We wanted to come today and talk to you a little bit about the 5 food groups. So first of all, we know that my friend Mr. My Plate is a superhero, right? You guys knew that? And he flies around and he does all of his superhero duties. And we know that he's a superhero because he eats foods from all 5 of the food groups on his My Plate. And that's why he is so big and so strong and can do all of his superhero duties. So we want to talk to you a little bit about each of those. So first, we have our group up here. What color is this? You're right, it's red, and this is our fruits group. So the fruits group is what we're going to talk about today. So we're going to talk about tree fruits, especially a little bit later. But we want to just name a few fruits that we like. So does anybody have a fruit that they like? I heard apples. I love apples. I think I also heard pears. Pears are delicious too. So we'll talk a little bit more about fruits later. So here, what color do we have next? Right, this is our orange group. This is the grains group. And our grains group is really good for our tummy. So our grains have a lot of fiber that helps our tummy stay healthy and happy. So does anybody know an example of a grain? I can give you a hint. One of them you usually put sauce on top of. Might put a little bit of cheese on it. You eat it for dinner. You can twirl it with your fork. Spaghetti, right? So pasta. You know, pasta is a part of the grains group, and rice, cereal, things like that. Really good for your tummy. So next we have our vegetables group. So what color is this? Green, you are exactly right. So we know that our vegetables grow in the ground, and we know that there are all different kinds that help our bodies in so many different ways. Can you guys name a couple vegetables that you like to eat? I think I heard broccoli. We love broccoli at my house. And what's something, I'm thinking of a vegetable that's orange, and it has a little bit of green on it as well. Bunnies usually eat it. Carrots, exactly. We love carrots here as well. So we know that our green group is our vegetables group, and we want to eat those every day too. Then we have this group. What color is this, friends? Right, purple. Purple for protein. So our protein group we know is mostly a lot of our animal protein, right? So we have things like chicken and fish, and a lot of our protein comes from our animals. But there are vegetarians who don't eat animals, and we know that there are also protein in things like nuts and seeds and soy. So there are plenty of options if you don't eat protein from animals. So then finally we have our dairy group. Can you tell me what color this is? That's blue, right? This is our blue group. And we know that our dairy foods help us keep strong bones and strong teeth. I help both of those. So can anybody tell me where they think dairy comes from? I can give you another hint. A lot of the dairy comes from a certain animal that lives on a farm, and it says, moo. You're right. A lot of our dairy comes from cows. So we get a lot of our milk, our yogurt, our cheese, things like that. A lot of those foods come from cows. Okay, friends. Now we know a little bit about all 5 food groups, right? We talked a little bit about our fruits, our grains, our vegetables, our protein, and our dairy, right? So now we want to go back and talk a little bit more about the fruits group. And what Mr. My Plate and I have is our tree over here. So we know that February is American Heart Month, and we know that there are so many fruits that keep our hearts happy and healthy. And we wanted to come to you today and do a little activity. So we have our tree here, and we have some of our tree fruits. What we want to do is just identify our tree fruits and then put them on our tree. So first we have this guy. People really love to drink the juice from this fruit, a lot of the time for breakfast. Does anybody know what this is? An orange, exactly. So we know that our oranges are really great sources of potassium. So we know that potassium keeps our hearts healthy and our blood pressure at a good place. So if we eat some oranges, then we'll have those benefits. All right, friends. What do we have next? Does anybody know what this one is? Apples, exactly. And we know that apples are a great source of fiber. And we know that fiber helps with our hearts and our tummies for digestion and to keep our heart healthy. So we know that apples are so good for us and we should really eat them every day. Next, we have this green friend of mine. What do you think he is? That's right, this is a pear. So we know that just like apples, our pears are really great sources of dietary fiber as well. So they'll help our tummies and our hearts just like our apples will. Then we have this guy. And some people actually just cut this fruit in half and eat it for breakfast. Just like that, with a spoon. Anybody know? A grapefruit, exactly. And so we know that grapefruits come from trees, just like our apples and our pears and our oranges. And we also know that grapefruit is a really great source of vitamin A. Our vitamin A helps with our eyes, our skin, our immunity. There's so many things that vitamin A does for us, and we know that grapefruits are such a great source of vitamin A. So finally, this guy's a little tough. So this is a very, very sweet fruit. Does anybody know what he is? A mango. I heard it. Great job. And just like our grapefruit, we know that vitamin A is in our mangoes and helps with our healthy eyes, skin, and immunity. These are just a few examples of some of the tree fruits and some of the ways that they really help our bodies, again, our hearts especially. And if you guys eat some of these tree fruits every day, then you're going to feel super strong and healthy like Mr. My Plate. And you might be able to even fly around just like him, right? Okay, friends, so now I need help with some healthy words. Do you think you guys can help me? Yes? Okay, awesome. So first we need to warm up our hands because we're going to use our hands for this one, okay? Can you guys warm up your hands? Okay, the first thing we're going to do, some rhyming words, all right? So I'll go ahead and say them first and then you guys try, okay? So the first one is apple, grapple. Now you try.
Apple, grapple,
Good job, friends. Okay, next we have peach, teach. Now you try.
peach, teach,
Good job, friends. Okay, next we have plum, yum. Now you try.
plum, yum,
Good job, friends. Next we have pear, share. Now you try.
pear, share,
Good job, friends. Okay, last one for this one. It's fruit, root. Now you try.
fruit, root,
Good job, friends. Awesome rhyming. The last thing we're going to do is work on our compound words, okay? So first we're going to break them apart and then we're going to put them back together, all right? So first, for breaking them apart, we have raspberry. If you take away rasp, what do you have?
berry,
Berry, exactly. Good job, friends. Okay, the next one, applesauce. So if you take away sauce, what do you have?
apple,
Apple. Exactly. Good job, friends. All right, next we have watermelon. Now, if you take away water, what do you have?
melon,
Melon. Yes, awesome job, friends. All right, our next one is grapefruit. And if you take away grape, what do you have?
Fruit.
Fruit, exactly. Everything that we're talking about. The final one for this is tablespoon. And if you take away table, what do you have?
Spoon.
Spoon, exactly. Good job, friends. Okay, now the last thing we're going to do is put our words back together, okay? Our compound words. So if we have straw and berry, what word does that make?
Strawberry.
Strawberry, exactly. Great job, friends. Okay, the next one we have is blue and berry. What do we have?
Blueberry.
Blueberry. Good job. All right, the next thing we have, pine and apple.
Pineapple.
Pineapple. Good job, friends. All right, then we have egg and plant. What do we get?
Eggplant.
Eggplant. Good job, friends. And our last one, we have tooth and brush. And what do you get?
Toothbrush.
Toothbrush. Good job, friends. Give yourself a round of applause. Round of applause. Thank you for going through our food groups with us. We learned so much, right, about our fruits, grains, vegetables, protein, dairy, and then especially our tree fruits. I had fun with our tree activity, and thank you so much for helping me with the healthy words. That was such a big help. And we know, again, that February is American Heart Month, so we want to get so many of our fruits and make our heart extra happy and extra healthy. So thank you again, friends, and I hope you had fun today learning about your tree fruits. We'll see you next time.